Everyone, so we're going to do the fishtail braid today. Let's see if I can get a good angle here for you. So I've just got the back of a mannequin head and I'm going to tilt the head back towards me, and I'm going to take a teeny tiny triangle section, nice and thin, through the top area. This is a lot smaller than we would for a French braid or a reverse French braid. So nice and skinny. And this braid is a 2-strand braid. So 2 strands, not 3. So you're going to take the 2 strands, you're going to cross them, and you're going to place it in one hand. You're going to take super thin sections all the way across, and you're going to go over that last piece to join the piece that's on the other side. So this hair that I added goes to this side. Once you add the hair, you switch hands, and you're just doing the same thing on the other side. You're taking a very thin section all the way across, and you're bringing it over top for it to join that piece on the other side. So the 2 strands never move. It's just the hair that you're grabbing on either side. I'm just gonna put the comb away just to show you with my fingers here. So nice thin sections all the way across. It's gonna come over and join that piece on that side. And you're gonna do the same thing all the way down. Okay, now the fishtail braid is not a tight braid. Doesn't have to be a tight braid, but it does have to be teeny tiny sections. It's a lot easier to section with a tail comb, but I'm just showing you the quick version with my fingers here. It's important that you take all the way across and you bring it over. Okay, take it all the way across and bring it over top to join the other side there. Thin section, over. Thin section, and it goes over. Now if your sections are too thick, this will actually start to look a little bit like a French braid. Okay, and so as I move on, I'm just tilting the head forward a little bit. So adding hair, bringing it over. Adding hair all the way across, bringing it over. Now you can be a lot neater with the comb, so try and use the comb, try and stay centered. Come all the way across, super thin section. And come over. Again, I'm not tightening the braid, it's just laying across, and I'm moving my knuckles as far up to where this crisscrosses as possible to keep it uniform on both sides, okay? Super thin sections all the way across and then come over. Super thin section, and it comes over. Okay, so you're starting to get that little fish scale look at the top there. Hopefully you can see that. Now this braid isn't difficult to do. Technically it's not difficult to do, but trying to keep it centered and neat and the same on both sides is a little tricky, and depending on this mannequin that I've got here has got some shorter layers, so that'll get tricky in and around the top part of the head. But maintaining those super thin sections is what's going to give you that nice fishy look throughout the braid, okay? And again, I'm going to tilt her head forward to try and stay directly across from where I'm working. I'm raising my hand as far up as I can without pulling it tight. Doesn't need to be tight again. Just super thin sections on both sides to keep it even. I want to get to the bottom to show you how that works. So I'll try and speed that up a little bit. All the way across. So important to go all the way across. And to continue to tilt her head forward, okay? And you should be working directly across each section so that you're not creating an uplift and that your braid will fall right where the hair would fall normally. And so I've left a little piece out in the front here. That's okay. All right, so eventually you get to 2 pieces like so. Okay, and what you'll do is you'll just take a tiny little piece from the outside and bring it over. A tiny piece from the outside and bring it over. Again, you want to keep the amount of hair that you're taking across super thin so that it creates that fishy look. If you take big chunky pieces to try and finish it quickly, you'll end up with the bottom part actually not looking like a fishtail. So you're just coming across thin sections from the outside, over, outside, over. So it's not a difficult braid, but it does take a while to get it done. Outside piece, over, so it creates that beautiful overlapping fishy tail look. Okay, and when you're down far enough, you can use your little elastic to keep it into place. And that is your fish tail braid. Great. Now you give it a try.